I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving.
Inside, and a beauty! Hall running free! Brees Hall inside the 10! He's gonna score!
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Talking Jets with Tigo. My name is Tigo, and today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 keys to New York Jets' victory over the Chicago Bears. Before we get into that, a couple quick announcements. Guys, if you want to become a member of Tigo Slavia and be a citizen of my wonderful Patreon community, go into the link in the description and join that. For a cup of coffee a month, you can help me pay for some things when it comes to the channel. I'm a stay-at-home dad, so anything like that would be greatly appreciated, but not necessary. But the one thing that I will ask you that's absolutely free that you can do is hit the subscribe button while you're down there. We are doing a jersey giveaway at 2,000 subscribers. So if you want to be a part of that, hit the subscribe button to keep notified for when that giveaway is going to be going down. But let's hop right into today's video. This week has been kind of hectic for the New York Jets when you look at all of the things that are going on, specifically under center at the most important position in football at quarterback. For the first time this year, we're playing a quarterback not named Zach Wilson, not because of an injury reason, right? Obviously, we started the year with Joe Flacco, but that was because of an injury. And at no point did we ever bench or play a different quarterback or do anything with Zach this year. He was always our quarterback under center. And he's 5-2, and that's a really good record. But we were winning in spite of Zach and not because of Zach. And so we obviously are starting Mike White going into the game, and it kind of forced me to do a little bit more research, right? Watch last year's Mike White games to see what he does well and how we can game plan to make sure that he continues to do well. I obviously watched some Chicago Bears games to be able to break down what the Chicago Bears do well, and more specifically, what they don't do well and how we can exploit it. And I think this is the first time this year that I'm going to say, you know what? The New York Jets unequivocally should win this game no matter what. I don't think it even matters who's under center. I don't think we are by far and away the better football team. And with the possibility of Justin Fields being out, there's no way we should lose this game. And here are the 5 things that we can do to make sure that that doesn't happen. Number 1 is we need to run the ball more than 2 yards per carry like we did against the New England Patriots. The good thing for the New York Jets is that Chicago doesn't really have anyone on the D-line or in the linebacker room that we should be scared of or that we can't bully. They traded away the linebacker and the edge that was lethal for Chicago. They're not doing anything that matters in the run stopping right now. We should be able to get more than 2 yards per carry, and that's really important. Let's help our quarterback by running the ball effectively. And one of the things that's obviously going to help that is we should have Herbig back at right guard, and we should have Max Mitchell back at right tackle this week. So improved offensive line play, which is absolutely necessary and going to be fundamentally paramount for us winning this game, right? The next key to victory is going to come on our defense side, and that's stop the run. The only thing that the Bears have been doing well is running the ball, and a big chunk of that has been off of the legs of Justin Fields. Now, whether or not Justin Fields is playing the game, they still have some pretty good running backs in that team that can still move the ball. David Montgomery, Khalil Herbert, like they can still move the ball with their legs even if Justin Fields is hurt. Now, he's by far and away their best runner, but that doesn't change the fact that we've got to do a pretty good job of stopping the run, which leads me to my 4th key to victory is there's no one on the outsides of this team that we should be super scared about when it comes to defending the pass, right? Obviously, Darnell Mooney is a pretty good wide receiver, and so is Chase Claypool, and I'm never going to count out Equinemius St. Brown. Like, these are good wide receivers, but they are not as good as our cornerbacks. So that leads to my next key to victory, which is the pass rush has to stay lethal. If we can keep the pass rush lethal, we know the guys on the back half, on the backside, are going to do their job in coverage. These wide receivers will not get open. So the pass rush needs to be effective of getting in there, and that's the run stop and the pass rush need to work together, right? And I think the linebackers are going to be a big reason why the run stop is going to work, because we're not going to have to, in my opinion, drop 7 guys into coverage. We can really have these linebackers and these our linebackers and our defensive tackles work in conjunction of just send the front 4 towards the quarterback as quickly as possible and know that the linebackers will be able to collapse down and stop the run, and that should be able to get us going, because I don't think they're going to be able to pass the ball. That's where Chicago has struggled all year, is passing the ball, and we're one of the better pass defenses in the league. So we do that. And then the last 2 are going to kind of all be around the quarterback. Mike LaFleur needs to call a game plan that gets the ball out of Mike White's hands quickly and efficiently. The one thing that Mike White does well is throw the ball underneath to quick routes. He doesn't handle developing plays and long double moves and all of these things well. That's not where he shines. Where he does really, really well is the simple quarterback things, getting the ball out quickly, accurately, and on time. That's it. And that's what he does. So Mike White should be able to hit these guys on short in-breaking routes, out-breaking routes, and dump the ball off really. And we should be able to get balls out underneath and get the balls into our playmakers' hands and let them make plays. It's like Garrett Wilson said after the game in his press conference. They got to put the onus of the offense on the wide receivers, and I think they should. Corey Davis should be coming back. Garrett Wilson is a stud. Elijah Moore is starting to get touches again. These guys are great, and the most important thing is they're dynamic in space. So get the ball in their hands early in space and let them work and let them eat against a bad Chicago Bears defense. And then the last key to victory is Mike effing White. That's it, man. He can't be the reason we lose this game. While I might not necessarily agree with the benching of Zach Wilson, there's nothing we can do about it. Mike White is in the game. And right now, he does the simple things better than Zach Wilson. And this is good for the team. But if you're going to be under center, Mike White, you can't be the reason we lose. And you can't show up. Like, he threw so many interceptions last year, and he just didn't look good outside of the Bengals game last year. So let's hope against a bad team, with the weapons that we have now, Mike White can have a more Bengals-esque looking game than the Indianapolis game. Guys, let me know in the comment section below what you think about my 5 keys to New York Jets victory. And last but not least, go Jets.